Hey, what is up mortals? It's Patrick here, and before we get into today's video, I'd like to thank the supporters on Patreon. Their support means a lot. A link to the Patreon will be linked in the description below, and as well as a link to the Discord group chat, where you can talk to me and other mortals like yourself. There are quite a few people there already, and it'd be awesome if you join us. The next day of school arrives quickly. Midori and the rest of the class go through their regular schedule, going through classes like English, Math, and others. After class, the students go and have lunch in the main cafeteria, and after that, the hero classes begin. In class, the students are chatting, when suddenly, All Might comes in the door. "I am here, coming through the door like a normal person," All Might yells. The class is a bit surprised to see him. "Holy crap, it's All Might," Kaminari yells. "So he really is our teacher. This year is going to be awesome," Kirishima says. "Hey look, he's wearing his Silver Age costume," Sue says. And the class continues to marvel at All Might. "So cool," Midoriya whispers. All Might gets on the podium. "Welcome to the most important class at UA High. Think of it as Heroing 101. Here you will learn the basics of being a pro and what it means to fight in the name of good. Let's get into it. Today's lessons will pull no punches," All Might exclaims. All Might gets out a sign that reads "Battle." "Fighting training." "Real combat?" Midoriya exclaims. All Might says, "But one of the keys of being a hero is looking good." As All Might says this, he points to the walls and some columns out of the walls holding some cases with when the suits come out the wall. "These were designed for you based on your quirk registration forms and the requests you sent in before school started," All Might said. The whole class starts cheering. "Get yourself suited up and then meet me at the training ground beta." A bit later, at training ground beta, All Might waits in front of the gates as the students start going through it, wearing their hero costumes and ready for the exercise. Midoriya comes in last. In this version of events, Midoriya is wearing a blue skin-tight suit made of a special tripolymer material with some red highlights. He has the crest of the House of L on his chest, and he uses the blanket he came to Earth in as a baby as a cape. The students come out of the gate. "They say that clothes make the pros, young ladies and gentlemen, and behold, you are the proof. Take this to heart. From now on, you are all heroes in training. Now, shall we get started, you bunch of newbies?" Midoriya comes out of the gate wearing his new hero suit. "Hey Deku, I love your costume. Not too flashy, you know. But what does the S stand for? I should have been more specific about what I wanted. This bodysuit is skin tight. Not really my style." Midoriya says, "It's not an S." Uraka says, "Then what is it?" "It's a symbol of my original family, I guess. I don't really know," Midoriya responds. "Now that you are ready, it's time for combat training." Ida raises his hand. "Sir, this is a fake city for my entrance exam. Does that mean we'll be conducting urban battles again?" Ida says. "Not quite. I'm going to move you 2 steps ahead. Most of the villain fights you see on the news take place outside. However, statistically speaking, runnings with the most dastardly evildoers take place indoors. Think about backroom deals, home invasions, secret underground lairs. Truly intelligent villains stay hidden in the shadows. For this training exercise, you will be split into teams of good guys and bad guys, and fight 2-on-2 indoor battles." "Isn't that a little advanced?" Azui says. "The best training is what you get on the battlefield, but remember, you can't just punch a robot this time. You are dealing with actual people now." "Sir, will you be the one that decides who wins?" Yazurosa says. "How much can we hurt the other team?" Bakugo says. "Do we need to worry about the losers getting expelled, like yesterday?" Uraka asks. "Will you be splitting us up by chance or comparative skill?" Ida says. "Is this Cape Tress chick?" Aoyama says. All Might says, "I wasn't finished talking." All Might grabs a script and starts explaining the exercise. "Listen up. The situation is this. The villains have hidden a nuclear missile somewhere in their hideouts. The heroes must try to foil their plans. To do that, the good guys either have to catch the evildoers or recover the weapon. Likewise, the bad guys win if they have to protect the payload or capture the heroes." Midoriya thinks, "This is like a classic action movie setup." All Might says, "Time is limited, and we'll choose teams by drawing lots." "Isn't there a better way?" Ida asks. Midoriya says, "Think about it. Pros often have to team up on the spot. So maybe that's the reason we are seeing that here. Ida says, "Yes, I see. Life is a random series of events. Excuse my rudeness." All Might says, "No sweat." Lots are drawn and the teams are set. "What are the odds? We're a team," Uraraka says. All Might then grabs the lots to see who will fight who. "I declare that the first teams to fight will be..." He pulls 2 balls from 2 different boxes. One says Team A, and the other says Team D. So Midoriya and Bakugo's team. "These guys, Team A will be the heroes and Team D the villains. Everyone else can head to the monitoring room to watch." Before the exercise starts, the students and All Might meet in front of the building where the exercise is taking place. All Might says, "Bad guys, you have 5 minutes to prepare until the heroes are let loose and the battle will start." Bakugo and Ida enter the building and go to the weapons room. Ida walks towards the weapons and taps it. "Even as an exercise, it pains me to be aligned with criminal behavior. So this is the weapon. Fake, of course," Ida says. "Hey, Four Eyes, let's win this thing. I want to pummel Midoriya into the ground," Bakugo says. Ida asks, "What is your deal with Midoriya? You have been very passive-aggressive towards him." Bakugo responds, "It's just, he was a quirkless boy until he was 12. And ever since he was 12, he seems to be invincible." Ida says, "So you have a rivalry with him, since he seems to be so powerful?" "Yes, so let's crush him," Bakugo responds. They start discussing a plan. Outside of the building, Uraraka and Midoriya prepare for the exercise. "Do you really think they expect us to memorize this building floor plan? It's so big. You know, All Might is just so cool, as in person, as he is on TV. I'm glad he isn't threatening us with some sort of punishment like Mr. Aizawa." Midoriya responds, "Yeah, All Might is awesome. Actually, I've been training with him for a while." "What? You have?" Midoriya responds, "Yeah, but focusing on the battle, we should concentrate. Bakugo has a very powerful quirk. It's gonna be hard to beat him." Uraraka says, "So it's a fated battle between rivals." "You could say that, but it's not like I want to wrap you up in my fight or anything." "Are you kidding? We're a team, right? Let's win this." And Midoriya nods. 2 minutes later, the exercise begins. "Are you ready? Go!" All Might yells. Uraraka tries to open the door. It's locked. Midoriya grabs Uraraka and jumps using his super strength. They reach the window and get in the building. Uraraka says, "And just like that, we're in." You know, that was the easy part, right? Well, now we just have to find the weapon. And fight Bakugo and Ida. The 2 students start looking through the building while watching out for blind spots. They reach an intersection and Bakugo jumps out of the corner, throwing an explosion at both of the students. Midoriya uses his superpower speed and rushes Uraraka to safety, letting her gently on the ground. "Are you okay?" "Yes." "Go find the weapon room. I'll keep Bakugo busy." "Okay." Midoriya rushes at Bakugo, going in for a punch. Bakugo throws an explosion, using it as both propulsion and a smokescreen, as he jumps over Midoriya as he hits the wall. "Is that all you've got?" Bakugo says. Midoriya gets up, his silhouette being seen in the smoke. "No, it's not," Midoriya responds. In another part of the building, Uraraka runs, looking for the weapon room. She reaches a corner and is about to turn, when out of nowhere she is hit, Ida having hit her with his leg. Ida rushes to Uraraka, getting the binding tape out and binds it around Uraraka. Ida, in his villain voice, says, "You're probably wondering how I defeated you, hero. It was simple. Knowing that Midoriya's very powerful adversary would devise a strategy where Bakugo would engage the both of you, knowing that Midoriya would tell you to go to accomplish your mission while he kept Bakugo distracted. And now that you are out of commission, we will defeat that wretched hero and then take over the world." "Ida?" Ida in his villain voice still. "Yes? What is it, my defeated foe?" "You're rambling a bit too much." Ida then leaves to go join Bakugo. Midoriya attacks Bakugo. Bakugo tries to evade but doesn't manage, with Midoriya having grabbed him by the costume, throwing Bakugo against the wall. Bakugo gets back up, being very banged up. Bakugo's gauntlets glow as Bakugo smiles. "Finally," Bakugo says, with a grin on his face. "What is it?" Midoriya asks. "You could say these gauntlets are made with a specific purpose, to store up my sweat so I can make bigger explosions without any risk to myself." Bakugo then starts pulling the pin. All Might from the monitoring room says, "Bakugo, stop! You'll kill him!" Bakugo says. You have that little faith. He'll survive. Bakugo pulls the pin as Ida arrives. A huge explosion is shot out of Bakugo's gauntlets. Midoriya sees the huge explosion in a bit of slow motion. He breathes in, and then breathes out, using his super breath to make the explosion go where it came from. The effects of the explosion aren't felt by Midoriya, but by both Bakugo and Ida, who are thrown back and hit the ground, breaking a few bones and knocking them unconscious. Midoriya goes to check on both of them, using his super speed. He sees that they are still breathing. Uraraka, where are you? Midoriya asks. In the monitoring room, the whole class looks stunned at what Midoriya just did. Whoa, I thought his quirk was super strength, not air manipulation, Kirishima says. That was crazy. He just had to breathe and he took down his opponents. Man, that's powerful, Ashido says. All Might thinking to himself says, I knew he was powerful, and he has a hero's heart, which is why I offered to train him, and why I even offered one for all. But I never imagined he was this powerful. All Might says, the hero team wins! In the now damaged building where they were fighting 4 robots with 2 hammocks, come to take Bakugo and Ida to the infirmary. They arrive. Place the 2 damaged students here so we can take them to seek repairs. You humans are so fragile. Ida and Bakugo are lying on the hammocks. To the nurse's office. I know. Ida and Bakugo are taken to the recovery girl so then she can heal them. Midoriya grabs Uraraka, freeing her from her binding cloth, and they go both to the monitoring room. Well, given the results, the MVP of this exercise is young Midoriya, All Might yells. Sue says, that makes sense. All Might says, can anybody tell me why I chose him? Sarah says, because of his powerful quirk? All Might responds, not quite, although I must admit he is very powerful. Yazurozu says, Sir, Midoriya managed to perform extremely well under the circumstances, not going all out as to destroy the building and risk endangering the weapon. And when Bakugo did just that, that's the only time he used his full power in self-defense to send the attack back, defeating both of those villains. Midoriya still had 6 minutes and 39 seconds left on the clock, so after defeating the 2 villains, he would have plenty of time to save the day. At the same time, Bakugo was very reckless, and Uraraka carelessly got herself captured. Midoriya and Ida are the only ones who did well in this exercise. All Might thinks to herself, man, this girl is thorough. No wonder she got him through recommendation. All Might says, yes, you missed a few points, but you got the gist of it. Now, let's go with the next match. This video is brought to you by our beautiful sponsor, BeautifulHalo.com. Pick out whatever your heart desires. Hoodies, shirts, pants, and even jackets. They have it all. We all would like to wear some nice clothing, right? Well, Beautiful Halo is the perfect place for that. They have apparel in the styles of many well-favorited animes such as JoJo, Dragon Ball, Black Clover, One Punch Man, and My Hero Academia. They have with many more items to choose from. If you're like the 1% who personally hates anime or just aren't into it despite being on this channel, then they've got you covered too, with a bunch of stuff for cartoons, movies, shows, and comics, along with popular names like Star Wars, SpongeBob, Marvel, DC, and Rick and Morty. They have hundreds of different items of clothing to fit your style so that you can feel like you in public, or just around the house. What are you waiting for? Go check out BeautifulHalo.com and use code MEME for 10% off your next purchase. Remember, MEME. I repeat, use code MEME for 10% off your next purchase. Again, a huge thanks to Beautiful Halo for being our sponsor. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true.